Okay, now you can hear me. As things keep falling down over there. That means I'm going to have to repeat everything all over again. Hello, everybody. How are you? How's it going? Cool. Doing a little bit of promoting for Third Empire and the Creative Nights team. We have another amazing book coming out from Third Empire from the Creative Nights Studios. And it's an anthology book that has 3 stories in it. The first story is called Pero. It's kind of a apocalyptic virus that's going around and turning people into dog-type creatures, all snark and bite. Really cool artwork in this one. I kind of like enjoy this style of work and the colors. I think it's looking pretty cool. Has that kind of heavy metal vibe to it, at least to me. But I really dig this kind of work, so I'm looking forward to that one. Then you have the Kane Chronicles. This is about a guy that is fighting a hybrid zombie vampire called Zompires that have taken over, and Mathis Kane is doing it. He's fighting them the only way he knows how, by leaving a trail of chaos, panic, and disorder in his wake. Fantastic looking art. Kane Chronicles, and I'll introduce who the people are who are working on these books in a sec. So yeah, this promises to be another cool story. These are all on the same book. Cyborg and Kayla, which is really cool. Kayla loves searching for cryptids, creatures that may or may not exist, but this time a deadly creature is after her. Cyborg might not be able to save her in time, and Cyborg is a cryptozoic character that she discovers. Again, some cool artwork here. I imagine this is Kayla. And there's Cyborg. Okay, the creators. Pero, we've got writer Keith Braun, artist and inker Sisma, and colors are Mike Wolf. It's on Pero story. And King Chronicles, we have Rick Tyndall, Keith Braun, and Nate Appleby on colors. And Cyborg is being done solely by Lou Graziani. I know Lou's name from somewhere. These guys have all had other things done before and have worked on other projects. So you're going to be getting a solid book here, and it's 30 pages for $7 for just the book. Go down to some of the tiers. This guy, Greg Arms, he's the creator and co-creator of Third Empire Publishing. We like to call him Spreadsheet affectionately. Yeah, cool dude to work with. He has nothing but comics in mind and putting out good stories. This Creative Night Studio is a studio that's putting out this book. Doing all the work. You got a $3 and a $12 digital tier. $3 you get the digital tier, just the book. For $12 you get the book and Mojo 1 and 2. So if you haven't had a chance to catch Third Empire's Mojo, you can catch up and get it digital. I think he has a tier with physical add-ons and stuff like that. So if you want to add a book, you can just take a look. The actual book itself, 30 pages for $7. That's a great deal. I've got Jerome in the house. I got Matt Flint. What's up, Matt? Thank you for telling me that my audio is crapped out. So for $15, you've got the anthology Ashcans. These are the A covers for that. And then for $21, you can get the book and the 3 Ashcan with the A covers. And then you have the anthology Ashcans for $30, which I believe the book's included. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But these will be a connecting covers done by Greg Harms. Greg, amazing artist in of his own right. You got the anthology in ash cans for 50. That's all of the ash cans, the A and the B covers. Oh no, that's just the A covers on, or no, the B covers on that one. I'm not sure. I have to look over that one. And then for 75, it's the deluxe collector's edition bundle. You get the cover A and B set. That's what it is on that one. And it comes with a print, a 5x7 print, which is done by Rick and will be colors by Greg. So you get all that for the big bundle super duper anthology ash cans. So yeah, they are currently at $245, which I think is a little bit more than 20% funded. 9 backers, 30 days ago. Just opened up tonight, so if you can, please take a look. And if you can't back it, at least do the share thing. And you're able to share it right from the Kickstarter. So if you go check it out and you like it and you're not able to back it at the time, share it out. You can Facebook it, you can tweet it, you can email it right from the site. You don't have to go, into your mail and stuff. It takes about 2 minutes at a time, and it helps keep these guys going. So anything you can do, it is appreciated. I'll take a look back later at that and see if we've done any better when I'm done with this. I'm going to be continuing the inks on this monster page here. It's coming along. Almost there. But I'm enjoying this page. I like the way this page is actually coming out. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, Jerome's about to do a little painting before bed. That's awesome. Always good to paint. Always good to paint. Yo! That one says it's super colorful. It is. And of course I have the Mojo Kickstarter right there. Hey, look that up for Matt. Boom. See that? You can head over to check out Todd Rayner's Kickstarter to snag your copy of Matt's variant cover of Ice Pick #4. That's awesome, Matt. Congrats. I've seen Todd's stuff, man. He's a pretty good artist. If I'm thinking of the right guy. I believe so. Man, crazy details. How many days have you been working on this spread so far? 3 days? I've been working on this spread for a while, but I'm not a full-time artist yet. That may be changing in October. I'm not a full-time artist yet, so I have to spread things out over the course of, it could be days, weeks. So it's hard for me to tell you. I mean, I could probably do this in the whole thing in probably 2 days if I did it full-time. Honestly, it's just I have to come back and forth, and I don't like to work on things when I'm exhausted from work. So there is that. That says you probably are. I think we've all been friends for. Yeah, I think so. I just haven't seen anything posted from them in a while. It's weird. If you don't, I don't know. I don't understand the algorithms with Facebook and the Twitters and all that fun stuff. Sometimes you'll see things that you haven't seen in a while, and sometimes you don't see things for a while. Alright, let's work on this panel here. Oh, here's where it gets. Oh, geez. Here's where it gets boring, folks. At least, unless I have something to talk about, which outside of the Kickstarter, not much. I've been doing these Frank Frazetta. I've been inspired pieces, and what I'm doing is I'm taking like a Frazetta piece and I'm using the pose to and adding Mojo characters. You know, adding different elements and stuff, and that's been a lot of fun. Yeah, you definitely nail on the head there, right there, Joe. No time to create comics. Best name for oops, for a page. Isn't that the truth? It's not always just about creating the comic that I'm working on. Like I like to support the studio guys, try to help promote them. Not just, oh man, am I tired? I don't want to be. So at comic book size, which would be about there, roughly, is a double page spread. Might be a little bit too much detail in this. Yeah, I know the feeling. Man. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll plan some of my day to do some arting. But yeah, I feel you. It is. It's like, especially like when you're exhausted and you're like literally falling asleep at your drawing board, or your table. It truly makes for a difficult time, as it were. It's difficult in getting through things. I had to stop doing the. I was doing a time lapse video on this, and I had to stop because it was just sucking life out of my computer to do it. I wish I could have kept it going, but it's definitely killing the computer. Oh, ooh, Matt, if you could say, what book are you working on? If you can say, is it a personal project, or a publishing company? What is it? Don't tease. Don't tease. Tell us what you got going on. Inquiring minds want to know. And we be inquiring, sir. Oops. Oh, so Matt's not good, so it's fine, whatever. Ah, there it is. Right now, I'm not sure what I can and can't say 100%. It's an indie book of some ragtag superheroes. Ragtag. Ooh. Is it anime style, or is it traditional comic book style, or like Western comic style? So I think like I think you shine with the manga stuff, man. Your manga stuff is kick ass. Hello, Marianne. Hello. And you do this with all the other panels. Let's just create a white border around them. Invite messages. And that's for I put the link in for all you creative types who might be up working. Matt says it's Matt. That's hybrid of the two. Okay. And I think some of the best stuff I've ever penciled. Cool. Anything you could show? Probably not, if you're not sure what you can share, but here I'd ask. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I keep yawning. I'm just so damn tired. I don't like to work at 100%. I like to work at about 50%. just trying to duplicate something or replicate or whatever. Some vine on the side of this house. Boy, that's horrible. That says I give you sync piece time I can, and I can say that too. Very help take my hand out of the game for a week. Oof. Ouch. Not good. But if it's some of your best work, worth some minor sacrifice in the game, so. Obviously, nobody wants to be out of drawing for a day or two. I don't know about you, but it goofs me up, man. If I don't draw for a couple of days, I get back to it. I'm like, oh God, I hate it. So now I just try to draw at least a little bit every day. So I can maintain, as they say. White pen, just do that. Oh no, Marianne, you don't have to leave. More than welcome to come in if you like. I think I put the link in there. That says, yeah, I need the whole day to warm up. Oh, I didn't see the hello there, Marianne. Hello. It's hard to it's hard to check the chat and continue drawing. Oops. No worries, man. Ah! There's a hole there somewhere. Question is, where is it at? Oh, God, I know what I did. I do this to myself every time because I always forget to lock my panels layer and I end up drawing in my panels layer. Which means I don't know what of this is actually. Find out in a minute. Note to all you artists out there that work digitally, lock your panels layer. I have no idea. I'm going to figure it out. Don't be a gym, lock your panel. That's going to be my quote of the day. Okay, let's come on. Tell you more about going full time. Well, after my Vegas trip and getting married and having a great time, I came back to, hey, thanks for 8 years of service to our company, but we've decided to contract our kitchen out in October. But we'd like you to stay on and not jump ship. So here's a retention bonus. And here's a severance package that we'll offer you. So contracted food services is not, in my opinion, the way to go. I understand it looks initially like a savings to a company, but trust me, the damage that these companies can do to reputation and everything else, and your inability to control them. Anyway, so in October, I may be without a job because usually contracted food services tries to use part-time workers so that they don't have to pay benefits, and their pay is crap. They're not going to keep me at my salary, not what I make after 23 plus years in the industry. So at that time, I'll have a choice to make. And if it happens and I'm able to do it and we're able to cover things financially, I may do art full time. And yeah, so there's that. So welcome back from your Vegas honeymoon and surprise. But I'm not bitter. I think it's just the universe pushing me to make the leap, because I never really made a full leap into my art, like a full-time leap. I always worked like a part-time job somewhere, just to have a security and stuff. But I think financially we may be able to swing things if we're a little frugal and until I can generate some regular income. I will definitely be able to put out books at a better pace. I'll be able to do other projects take commissions and that kind of thing, which I've really up until just recently have been avoided doing commissions because it's time consuming. I just haven't wanted to really do commissions. So we'll see. We'll see what October brings. You know, if they offer me something part-time that's relatively decent, I may take that. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, everybody's got to make their own financial decisions, and you know what you can afford and all that jazz. And I'm all for definitely having or seeing artists do the full-time thing, but at the same time, the struggle is real. And, you know, don't need another pandemic situation around that time. But we'll see. We'll see what it yields. It's funny because like I guess I should be a little bit on the nervous side, but I'm really not. It's like I feel like this is the universe nudging me to pursue my art. Just go for it. Not, it's weird. I just feeling that the universe is saying, okay, enough wasting time with what you do and being miserable, and instead go full at it and put your energy into creating something sustainable and enjoying it, you know. Because what all I know is I would much rather do a 12-hour day doing art than a 12-hour day sitting in a hot kitchen. So, oh, Jesus. So bad. I might be over detailing this again. Time comes, strike hard, strike fast. That's what they say. Marianne says, I'm just so excited about getting my final 2 pages penciled, even though I'm not sure what to do next. Well, what you do next is get it inked and then talk to Greg. I mean, it really, it's not going to cost you anything to have Greg publish you as part of a Kickstarter. It'll get your name out there and, you know, at least get you started. Really talk to Greg. He might be able to help you out. So I'm glad for you that you're on your last 2 pages. That's cool. I am not on my last 2 pages. Yep, exactly this. Exactly what Matt said here. I'd much rather be sitting at my drawing board and drawing something that I love to do than having to stand on hard, Jesus, horrible, standing on hard concrete all day in a hot kitchen. And after 8 years, having the job say, hey, buddy, guess what? I'm going to give your job away this week. Congrats. Have a nice day. But I'm not bitter. I have a meeting with an HR person tomorrow because I feel a little bit insulted by the amount of retention bonus that they want to give. You know, after going a year through the pandemic and literally standing next to somebody who was COVID positive, I put my life and my family's life at risk. And the thanks I'm giving is, hey, buddy, that's your job. But I'm not bitter. No, let me stop. The universe has a plan. I might not be able to see what it is at this point. It definitely always has a plan. 12. Wow. Somebody gave me a wow. And I'm the manager that actually has your back. What I miss here? Marion says, it's sad, I know the feeling, Matt. Matt says, seriously, screw Jimmer dollars. Except usually I'm the cashier trying to explain how the card works. And I'm the manager that actually has your back. Marion says, I work at GameStop, and it's one of my other jobs, and I have seen crazy shenanigans when it comes to customers. Listen, customers are always right. Okay? Except when they're not. I mean, yeah, you know what? That's the other thing. Like, the comic book customer is the best customer in the world. You know? Like, people who comic companies that complain about their customers should really go work someplace else for like a day. They'd be coming back crying to their customers. I always gotta like look at the context of the whole page. Matt says, no, they aren't. They're batshit crazy. Family Dollar customers bring in 7-foot sticks and try to have you imagine it's a cobra snake or a flaming, swear to God. I don't know, Matt. Sorry, I think that job could be quite entertaining, actually. You got to get this stuff on film. Or piss in a clear plastic tote. That happens today. Oh my God, Matt, get the hell out of there. Or record it and make some really good YouTube content. That is funny. Look, you gotta go. You gotta go. All right. That tote's there. You know, hey, sucks to be the tote. But, you know. Man, they maybe they couldn't help it. Maybe they had to go. Like, you know, there's no bathroom 30 feet away. But they had to just go in the tote. Hopefully they didn't drink it later. Or maybe they did. Just know. How do we get on this? Matt, why'd you steer me down this road? It's Matt's fault. This is what I get for hanging out with Matt. I get a tote pissing contest. I had to remake a pizza today because it wasn't square cut. Well, don't you know a square tastes much better than a round pizza? So, sorry, I'm gonna remake it. Uh, oh yeah, my star manager found that. Just wait until we have cons. Well, I'm probably gonna hold off till next year. Well, I may do one this year out of state, just to be with the Third Empire group, but that's really going to depend on whether or not I can get time off, which I kind of highly, no, I don't want to say highly doubt it because it's actually, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But as for other shows, I'm just holding off this year. I'm going to wait and see what the winter months bring and whether or not we have any type of a second lapse of this garbage ass pandemic. Hopefully we don't. But hopefully the worst is behind us. We're on the true mend, as they say. I'm just whacking this in here. I'm sure the white pen created. Oh no, just that. Here. Yeah. Unicon. October 3rd is Unicon. You can get a rectangle upside down. Oh god, that was so good. Utica. October 3rd. Well, it might just be in time. Rectangle pizza I can get behind. That's fat slabs. Speaking of pizza, I have a cold slice sitting in the refrigerator. I might go chow on a late night snack. because I need to be fatter than I already am. Oh my God, I had the funniest conversation with a guy at work today. I was crying. He was making me laugh so freaking hard. I didn't have to laugh back at him. Jim, I wish I was a wizard and could just magically go poof. My double page spread is done. There's only one way to get it done. You know what that is. I know what that is. You just gotta get her done. Just think about how good you'll feel once it's complete. And that can be enough of a motivator sometimes to work through it. Get her done. Just don't shortcut it. If you really don't feel like working on it, don't work. Don't work the work. Suffer. Suffer for the work. But I don't want to suffer for the work. All right. I know, I just want to get it so I can move on. Damn it. Good piece of meat and Unicode. The crust top is cheese and the sauce block pie is. Yeah, that is some good pie. Matt, how is Jess doing? I haven't seen too many posts from her recently. She's doing good. Good with the job and all that jazz. Yeah, that pizza place is good. Oh my goodness. This is why I don't like to work on things when I'm tired. Yeah, yeah. Wrong. Let's do that. Do that. Bounce about. Mm-hmm. Oh, forgot how to set this down. That one. Well, my final two pages to wow people, but hook them in for the next one, so I'm driven to blow it out of the water. And that is thinking ahead into this one. Uh, let's see. Her grandmother just passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. Past couple of weeks, so that hit her. I worked pretty hard. The job was crazy and keeping it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Please send my condolences, man. That sucks. My suffering is lack of sleep because of my art. I didn't go to bed until like 4 a.m. Match response covers it all. Artist must suffer. Do we have to though? Do we? Can we get around that? Can we maybe not try suffering? No, after suffering. Prerequisite for arting. Darn it! I get what I want. Guess we all must suffer. Oh, and we all must make stupid, silly mistakes with that one. Ah, and that one. Mm, there's no one else to suffer for the things we love doing. I love doing my art. Some see me as I'm being silly over how I approach it. I don't think one should like mentally or physically exhaust themselves. You have to have balance, and that's very hard to tell someone how to have balance because everybody's unique. So I would say if you feel comfortable with what you're doing, keep doing it. If you feel like it's exhausting you to the point where your art is suffering, change something. But each of us has to find that balance in our own lives. And, there's no magic formula. I used to think that somewhere there's a magic formula and that, oh, this is how it worked. And, as long as I had this magic formula, everything would work out, blah, blah, blah. But that is still not true. There is no magic formula for how much time you should spend on it. That is solely a you decision. But the thing is that you have to find the balance for yourself. Find balance, Daniel-san. You must find balance. It's true. From that bottom. This page is so over detailed. I'm going to get yelled at by the artist community. Wonder why I made it so over detailed. Maybe say, now I'm getting goofy. Every artist has a bad day sometimes. Sometimes. Yes, this is true. Hell, I know I do. Yep, we all got it. I see plenty of quote pro artists who can't even find that balance where areas I have a best. I've got a lot there. There were times when I wasn't even enjoying any other part of life. Work 40 retail, work 40 in art, eat, sleep, cons, commissions. Yeah, it's easy to get on the burnout track. That's what I call that. It's the burnout track. It's the point, and then you start hating the art, and you start hating what you're doing, and you're wondering, is it worth it? And then your body can't fight off the doubt, and you stop drawing for a while, and yeah, that's not a good place to be. It's finding the balance. That's the hardest part. I've seen people's relationships suffer over That's really scary. That should never happen. So I think it's important that you find the balance between work, life, and play. You know? I don't know, I'm hoping that October brings an opportunity. We'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to end this here. Thank you guys for the chat. Leave it on a positive. I'm going to take a look at, if I can. I don't know what I did right there. I'm going to take a look again at the Kickstarter here for the Creative Knights Zombie Sci-Fi Cyborg Action. The Kickstarter, see if we moved it all. And I don't think we have it. Nope. That's because it's late. But if you guys have a chance to check this anthology book out from Third Empire Studios, or Publishing rather, and Creative Knights Studio. A lot of cool art. It's an anthology story with 3 stories. Pero being one of them, which is kind of like a pandemic werewolf kind of story with some really cool looking art and colors. And then you have the Kane Chronicles, which is kind of like a zombie vampire, or what they call zompires. Guy who's fighting those creatures. And you have Cyborg and Kayla, which is a story about a young girl who looks for cryptids and comes across one called Cyborg, and I guess becomes her protector. So, pretty cool. Third Empire, a lot of great tiers to look at. Anything from $3 digital all the way up to the $75 huge package. But if you just want the book, $7 for 30 pages is a really good deal. So if you guys can, check it out. If you can't back, at least do the next best thing for us, artists and creators, which is please do share. Just help get the word out. That's appreciated beyond measure. And that is going to be it for me tonight, folks. You guys have a good night. Thanks for stepping out, Marianne, Matt. Don't suffer for your art. Find balance. Enjoy what you're doing. Because if you don't enjoy it, it's not worth doing. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right, guys, have a great night. See you all tomorrow.